I was never going to be a men's physique.
Didn't have much of an off season.
I like his physique better.
I'm always very energetic. I will have to put me as one of the greatest.
Mr. Olympia was won by the back.
Have you heard about this thing? It's like it's called injection for an erection. It gives you instant erection.
Of course.
It's for those who like, I guess, they're nothing.
It's alprostate. I'm a doctor. I'm the Anabolic Doc, so therefore I'm a sex master.
How bad is that for you? Like, because it's instantly. From what I understand, it gives you instant erection. And
so it's all about blood flow, and it's Caverject is the brand name. It's alprostadil with other medicines, and I prescribe it to men commonly. There's another one called Muse, which is just you insert it into the tip of the penis about this far in. And it's for men that are non-responsive to Viagra or even testosterone.
But do you find a lot of people that come off steroids and they no longer have sex drive? Is that they find that helpful?
No. So when we're talking about sex, there is a lot of pieces that make up sexual life and sexual physiology for men. The brain has to be intact, right, from to the pelvis. So if you have trauma or most paraplegics or quadriplegic people men can have erections, and I'm not an expert in this. This is, orthopedic and neurosurgery and physical medicine, rehabilitate. Those are all the doctors. Depending on the injury to the cord, they could still have erections, or they have a problem with erections, or they have no erection. Okay, next. So that's neurologic. The brain has to be, if you have depression, you're going to limit the libido. And no one has depression because they want depression, and no one takes antidepressant medicines because they want to jump for joy. They do it to get through the day. So your brain has to be intact. Then you have the endocrine system. You have to have a balance, of course, of testosterone enough, and estrogen and prolactin. This is all, I can go on and on. And then you have this is all in the brain. Okay. Most of the stuff is in the brain, and that's where the problem is when you do steroids, because it affects the brain. This is the research I'm involved with. It's incredible. The brain changes. The brain has been receiving a lot of steroids. It changes the brain, and then the hypothalamus and the pituitary, there's a change. And when you pull the steroid off, the brain and the testicles the hypothalamus, pituitary, gonad axis, it tries to come back, and it doesn't. And now we have physicians and we have researchers all over the world that have supported that you have anabolic steroid-induced hypogonadism. This is all in the brain. Now, so your sex drive is in the brain. You're a man, we're men, women too. It's an animal, it's an instinctual.
So it's not just about low testosterone. It's actually a connection with the brain.
Correct. But then welcome to the world of complex medicine. Then if you have genetics, if you have depression, if you have diabetes, if you have heart disease, this is going to affect the endocrine system. And then let's talk about down in the penis. The penis gets erect because of signals from the brain to the penis. So you have to have all those signals. The endocrine system, you have to have other issues set up, and then blood flow. So Viagra and Cialis, Levitra, Stendra, right? Those are phosphodiesterase inhibitor number 5, PD5 inhibitors, right? I'm an internist. So those were cardiac medicines. Those were for angina, discovered from Pfizer, and I don't work for Pfizer, 25 years ago. They cause massive increase in nitric oxide to the penis. So if your sexual dysfunction is in the brain, you could take as much Viagra as you want.
It's still not going to do anything, right?
Your penis is going to be limp. Correct. You see, this is why when men go to doctors from steroid-related medical issues and they give them Viagra, the doctor doesn't know that the problem lies not in the penis. It's a young man, older man. But what if you're 45 and 50 and you have some vascular disease? Because you're older, your nitric oxide, then this is why I'm looking at the heart, I'm looking at the blood vessel system, the blood pressure. This is why, as an internal medicine doctor, I've been very valuable, and I'm humble. I don't know everything.
So doctor, so the injection, right? It gives you instant erection from what I heard.
Correct.
And
100%.
You might not even be turned on. It just
100%. So the urology doctors, if they want to get an erection in the office, they have a nurse come in and they just inject it. The nurse leaves the room and comes back in a few minutes. Bink, bink, bink.
Wow. And but don't you think continuous use of that injection would actually end up hurting you more?
Vlad, Vlad. It can cause scar tissue. Correct. Okay. So, but no men, no one I prescribe this to medicines that have, it's called refractory erectile dysfunction, which means the testosterone doesn't work, trying to take care of other medical issues, that didn't work, and then giving them Viagra, Levitra, Stendra, Cialis, and I got about 5 other drugs I could try. It just doesn't work. So then you pull out the last resort, you give alprazolam, brother. This is why I'm a medical physician. We prescribe it. It's a last resort, but it does work. It does work. And a lot of men that are older that have not used steroids have this problem. And because they have had maybe prostate cancer and they had to remove the prostate, that's going to be tough. That's going to be severe erectile dysfunction on most men. Or they've had heart disease with a bypass surgery. This is why I'm begging you guys to believe me. When you get older and you've used steroids, you're going to have problems anyway. Using steroids is going to complicate everything.